Guys, to my new video that is about Nagarro's interview experience. Recently, I gave the interview of software development engineer and it was conducted on 10th of April. So without wasting any time, let's move to the questions. So after the test, the first round was technical round and it was allotted the time of 15 minutes. So let's start with the technical questions. So the first question was to tell me about your projects, right? You have to prepare your projects very thoroughly because he can ask even minute detail of your project. Okay, but don't worry, he will not ask in. He will ask only in rare cases. Okay, so you must prepare to tell about your projects in a brief way. Okay. The next question he asked, like which language you preferred in the test, right? So you must also prepare the questions that you solved in the test because he might ask that. Okay. The next question was like, what is the difference between C and C++? Let me tell you that I have mentioned in my resume that I have the knowledge of C and C++. So whatever language you have mentioned in your resume, you must prepare that thoroughly, right? So moving to next question. The next question asked to me was, what is a block in C++? And then as I already told you, please prepare in detail of the languages that you have mentioned in your resume, like basic question, what are the features of that languages, right? You must prepare that. The next question was, what is a finally block? And he also asked for explaining with example, right? So, and the next question was from OOPS, what is OOPS, general definition of OOPS, right? And then he asked, what is polymorphism? Then he asked how abstraction is implemented in C++, right? And the next question was, what is the difference between pure virtual function and virtual function? Now, as you can see, he started going depth of OOPS, right? And then he asked, what is the difference between inner join and natural join, which is of course of DBMS. Then he asked, what is referential integrity? And I was also asked to explain with some examples, right? Then he gave me a SQL problem, and he asked how will you solve that problem. Like he asked the approach. So the question goes like this: I was given a table salary, right? And I had to return the amount of money spent on salary of the employees department wise. Like you can use group by, right? And the next question was, what are joins, right? And the next was, what is difference between private mode and protected mode? That is again an OOPS question. So the next question he asked from DSA, that is, what is the time complexity of quicksort, and tell me some examples of greedy algorithms. Then he asked, what is the purpose of in-order traversal of the tree? Then he asked, what is BFS and DFS, and also to tell the difference between them, right? Then he asked where you can apply dynamic programming, right? Because there are two features of dynamic programming. Like every problem, if the problem has two features like overlapping subproblems and optimal substructure, then you can try to solve that problem using dynamic programming, right? So I told him. The next question asked was, do you have any question, right? So I would like to tell you that if the interview asks you at the end, do you have any question, then you must ask him a question. This shows that you are very much interested in that job, right? If you don't ask any question to the interviewer, then it's leave a negative impact, like the candidate is just interested in practice, right? So you must ask about the role, about what kind of training they are going to give you, right? So you must ask this. Now I would like to tell you about the special tips for the technical round, okay, that you must take care of during the technical round. Okay, so the first tip is, so as I already told you, it will be of 15 minutes and there will be a lot of questions, so it will feel like rapid fire round, and because they have to ask so many questions in just 15 minutes. Okay, so you have to answer very brief and quick. You have to quick in answering, right? And you have to select those words which can depict your answer in a very efficient way. The next tip I would like to give you is to prepare DSA, that's the data structure and algorithm questions, very well. Okay, all the theoretical question like what is the time complexities of the famous algorithms, searching, sorting, how to implement them, what is BFS, DFS. Like I already told you that he asked me questions of that. So you must prepare DSA theoretical question. Along with that, you must also prepare basic coding question, like that's of array, sorting, searching, strings, okay, linked list, okay. So you must prepare all those basic coding problems, and also you must have knowledge, you must prepare about the optimized approach, right? The last tip I would like to give, that prepare everything in detail given in your resume. Whatever you have mentioned in your resume, whether it is project, whether it is technology, whether it is language, whether it is any other skill, you must prepare everything in detail. And after clearing the technical round, I was called for the HR round, which was conducted on the same day, and the time duration was 5 minutes. And this round consists of HR questions and were not very tough, but I would like to tell you that you must prepare some of the questions beforehand any HR interview. And the questions was like this. So first she asked me about to introduce myself, and then I introduced myself, and then she asked about my family, and what do you know about Nagarro, right? So any organization, if it is HR interview, then he might ask about the company. So you must well research about the company, what the company do, what the company product, and all about the company, who is the current CEO, where are its headquarters, when it was founded. So you must prepare about the company, because there is a very sure chance that the interviewer might ask about this question. And the next question was, why you want to join Nagarro? So you have to convince in your answer why you want to join that organization or any other organization, okay. So you have to answer, you have to prepare all these questions beforehand. And the last question was, do you have any questions, okay. And for this you must ask a question from the HR, because that will leave a very positive impact on the HR, and will also contribute to your selection. So all these questions were basically from HR. Thank you for watching my video, and best of luck for all your further interviews.